A trip to Greece embodies both marvel and awe. While in Athens you're marveling over the history, then you're in awe from the architecture. But then you travel to one of their islands just to be in awe of its splendor. The enchantment that is Greece makes it one of the best countries to visit while in Europe. So let's check it out. You cannot go to Athens and not visit the head honcho. Even though it has been pillaged in the early years, you can tell how colossal it must have been by just looking at the remaining columns. The marble still stands with regality regardless of its age. The Zeus temple is not far from the Acropolis stop on the metro, and it is actually a double stop because you can also see Hadrian's Arch, one of the most characteristic monuments of the Roman period to be built in the city of Athens.
Hi travelers! So I made it to the first modern Olympic stadium in Athens, Greece. It is beautiful over here. You should go all the way to the top of the stadium and take a view down bottom of the track and just all the seating. It is just so beautiful, and it's colossal. It's so big. It's actually bigger than what I imagined. But again, it's the first modern Olympic game stadium. Okay, so take a look.
This Olympic stadium was built in 566 BC. It's about a 10-minute walk from the Zeus temple, and for €5, you can walk around the track, climb the stairs, and even walk through the tunnel where all the Olympians used to walk out of before their games. The stadium is massive, and you most definitely have to go to the top and even walk the track to take it all in. This was such an inspirational stop. Don't forget to sign the visitor's book on your way out. An agora means gathering place in Greek, and this agora is the home of temples for many Greek gods like Apollo, the god of music and truth, Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and one of my favorites as an Aries woman, Ares, the god of war. I just named a few structures, but there are countless more to explore. Give yourself about an hour to explore the agora and just imagine what it looked like thousands of years ago. Syntagma Square is the center of Athens and is one of the stops on the metro. You can view the Greek Parliament building, the National Gardens, and the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier here. If you want to shop while in the square, continue down to Irmu Street. It's a large shopping avenue with both big brands and specialized shops. My favorite part, however, was the ancient church of Panathenaic, built in the 11th century, right smack in the middle of the shopping district. I hopped on a bus from Syntagma Square to go see the home of the god of the sea. The Cape is located about 43 miles southeast of Athens. It was an hour ride and it cost about €14 round trip and considered the cheapest way to get there. The view is magnificent, overlooking the Aegean Sea, and the location was perfect to pay homage to Poseidon. Plaka is such a historical neighborhood in Athens. The streets are narrow but are full with restaurants, street vendors, and souvenir shops. It actually comes alive at night, and it actually closes pretty late compared to all the other areas. I spent hours here, and all of this is right at the foot of the splendid Acropolis.
Hi travelers, Alexandra here. I'm in Athens, Greece, and it is so beautiful out here. I'm having such a great time. So right now I'm at one of the main attractions of Acropolis, which is right in the center of Athens. And it's really easy to get to via metro, okay? So we're gonna talk about that a little more later, but right now we're gonna go up these steps and see the beauty of Athens, okay? So let's go up there.
This was my favorite stop in Athens. It overlooks the whole city. The most popular site here is the Parthenon. The temple was built in the 5th century BC on the highest point of the Acropolis. Right next to it was the Temple of Athena, the goddess of wisdom. On the lower end, you will find the famed Theater of Dionysus, which was built in 325 BC, and Odeon of Herodotus Atticus, another theater built in 161 AD. The earlier you get there, the better. This is Tourist Central, and it is beyond packed. The ticket you purchase for €30 here gets you into the Zeus Temple, the ancient Agora, and a few other smaller sites, so stop here first.
Hi travelers, I had an amazing 2 days in Athens. Just so much historical things to see in Athens. It's a must do. However, I took a 45-minute flight from Athens to Santorini, and now I'm in this beautiful island trying to take it all in, and I'm going to take you guys with me, okay? So let's start viewing this beautiful island, see what it has in store.
I got there at 6 a.m. in the morning and I shot straight to one of the most popular views in travel history, the famous white and blue domes of Santorini. This was the perfect time to go to Santorini. There was absolutely nobody on the streets. It was just me and the Aegean Sea staring back at each other. Oh, and there were 2 puppies that were actually giving me a tour. You have to dip and turn your way around town to find the most beautiful view, but while you're doing that, you can find many jewelry shops, boutiques, and cafes. Make sure you take plenty of pictures. This place is like a dream come true. Now let's make our way down to Fira.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the complete opposite. This is tourist haven, okay? We just came from sanctuary to tourist attraction.
As the capital of Santorini, Fira was buzzing with people. The stores were less cafe and boutique-like and more of souvenir shops and restaurants. So I ate breakfast and went shopping, of course.
Santorini, one thing you must do is ride the donkeys to the port. Now, the thing with Santorini, they have a huge history with the donkeys. There's a lot of tradition around them. We'll talk about that a little later. But first, I want you to enjoy this donkey ride with me, okay? They're pretty cute. They're a little stinky, but I'm sure they're a lot of fun. So let's get on.
I must say, riding the donkey was very nerve-wracking and it smelled like death, but was €5 of an unforgettable experience. But instead of going back up on a donkey, I think I'm just going to take the cable car.
Like I said, I'm taking the cable car back up. I'm in the cable car now. So remember, it's a little shaky when you get in here. So keep that in mind when you're up in the air, several hundred, feet on top of cliffs and water and all of that. But of course, I'm going to show you what the view looks like. So come on in with me and let's enjoy this cable car ride. I'd rather do this than the donkeys, honestly.
The cable car was also only €5 and the view was magical. After Fira, I spent a few hours at the black sand beach of Parisa to finish out the day. I found a groovy restaurant with Wi-Fi called the Magic School Bus, which has some delicious, well-priced Greek food. The decor was so funky, it drew me in, and the owner was very, very nice. I ate and lay on their couch while looking at the water. It was perfection. So were you enchanted? You have to experience Greece for yourself, not because I say so, but because everyone needs more beauty and adventure in their lives, right? Well, make sure you go to the blog and follow me at www.travelbitandlex.com just to read everything else that's on there and all my other adventures. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at travelbitandlex and on Snapchat at travelbitandlex. I will see you guys on the next adventure.